Hey guys, welcome back. Some more Disney Infinity 3.0 as we get ready for the discontinuation of the servers. They are going to allow us to upload boxes up until the 30th of this month, which is quickly approaching. And with that in mind, I decided to try and bang out a couple of last minute additions. So right now I am working on Han Solo's freighter from The Force Awakens. Now somebody from, I believe, Disney Infinity Team a while back did a video on the Han Solo freighter, and that's where I got the idea from. Although mine's going to be a little bit different than theirs. It's going to be a lot bigger, and it's going to have more than just the freight holding area, which is what theirs featured. So I liked some of their ideas, and then the rest of it I kind of just improvised on, and a lot of it's going to be in double time for content purposes, but you'll get the gist of it. So the base of the ship is, of course, made with terrain blocks. And then same thing going across for the other levels of the ship. So we've got the main freighter area that we saw in the video game that they put out, as well as the movie. And then it's going to lead us into the back section, which will include an engine room. But then I also wanted to mess around with some upper decks. So this is going to have 3 decks to it altogether. If you saw the most recent video I put out regarding multi-level elevators, that's going to tie into this. I had to do a bunch of experimenting to get an elevator that would work properly to go to 3 floors. And the video I put out shows you what I finally came up with. And I'm sure there's another way, maybe even an easier way. But I was not able to figure it out. But like I said, the system I've come up with does seem to be working pretty well. So right now we are adding the fire escape, using that as the smuggler's hatch. That'll be the secret storage area. Han Solo always seems to have one on his ship. And with this one, it's going to be so secret that I'm going to probably make it a little bit of a challenge for even the game player to find it. Alright, what I think I want to do here with the steps is I want to give it a corner turn. And I'll probably do that on each side. We'll just repeat the same thing on this side. And to do it with one set of steps going down, it would just... It seems like they'd be climbing a set of stairs forever to get there. And alright, we are getting ready to work on the elevator that I spoke of earlier. Here you see the paths have been set up for the panels that are going to go to the 2nd floor and the 3rd floor, respectively. Now the reason I have the transporter there is when you start getting this deep into a box with multi-levels and all that stuff, when you come out of your spark mode, a lot of times it'll throw you on top of the box. So I've got another transporter up there, and then it'll just send me back in rather than have to try and fight my way back in. So I've got the doors set up, and we're going to disguise those a little better shortly. And now I just need to place the buttons where they need to go so that the elevator panel will go to the correct floors. This is actually one of the simpler boxes I've done. It is one box. It was meant to be more or less an exploration of the ship, and I threw in some enemies just to make it interesting. And even then, you don't have to use them if you don't want to. Alright, so we are working on the elevator, as I mentioned earlier. We're going to use the trigger box. It's going to help me put pieces into areas that they would otherwise collide with. And in just a moment, we're going to put the case trigger button and set it into the wall just a little bit so that the back half of it is invisible, and only part you'll see is the front half and the button itself. And the effect is really cool because it looks like it's part of the wall. And in a few minutes we're going to do the exact same idea with the elevator doors. Of course, the elevator doors are from the Guardians of the Galaxy, part of the Kiln set. And I almost could have let it go the way they are because it does kind of look like freighter doors, but I just enjoy changing it up a little bit. Alright, we're going to have to work on this loop effect. I forgot to take that off. But as you can see, it is going to the correct floor. Alright, let's try it again and see if it works better this time. And perfectly. So as I said, now I'm going to do the same idea. I'm going to put the trigger box over the front half of the Kiln elevator doors. And then I'm going to use some wood blocks and just frame it out so that the only thing you're going to see are the framed wood blocks and the actual doors to the elevator, but you will not see the Kiln framing to it. The two pipes that still hang out, they'll be there, but that's okay. It kind of fits my theme. And other than some final touch-ups, we're about there. So you'll get a chance to see in just a second here the before and after effect. This will be, of course, the after effect of changing up an elevator entrance. And then I'll drop down one floor and you can see the way it would have looked if I hadn't done all this, which of course I'll be doing it to that one later. Well guys, this will be available, actually it's available now if you get on, if you're a PS4 user, old school WWF, add me as a friend, you can get it right now. I did submit it to Disney, but they are not uploading anybody's submissions lately, so we don't know what the deal is with that. Eventually I hope it will be available, so until then, take care, guys.